I ran around getting the last bits of stuff I needed to get this hog going. And now, here we are, live in prime time. Actually, are you checking that? Are you watching that? Oh, no, I can do it. He's okay. No, that's no problem. No, please, cure. Do, 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 do. Hey, there's Brooke. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm enjoying it very much so far. Can you hear me and everything all right there, Mister? 80s band that was, I believe. Oh, yep, there we go. Cool. Hoo de hoo. How's your day been so far, Brooke? How are things with you? Hey, David. Sounds good. Yeah. How you doing, David? How are things in the UK for you? Super Mario Wonder and Elden Ring. I've heard of Elden Ring and I know jack squat about Super Mario Wonder. But excuse me. I don't know if you guys. Hey, Sci-Fi Quest, how you doing? Oh, we're rolling in. Hell yeah. There's enough of you. Has everybody hit like? Did you 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 hit like? Doing good? Cool. I'm stoked. I'm on my new rig. You know what? I'm not 100% sure that I posted a picture of it in the Discord or not. But that's okay. I'll remedy that at some point in the very near future, trust me, cuz I'm like super happy to have this thing. And I owe it all to my something on my finger. There's something on my finger. Oh, you mean my tattoos? I got them on all them. Ha! Made me look. Fuck you, Quest. I mean, I love you and I really appreciate you being here, but also fuck you. And well played. Very well played. And still, fuck you. I mean, that was a good one, though. I fell right for that motherfucker. Good on you. So, I'm still working out, like, little bits of things here and there. Like, I gotta, now that I have the computing power, now I have to actually learn how to use, like, an actual editing program and, a good image altering program, which turns out they're the same program, which is Adobe Express, which you can play with mostly for free. But that's why my thumbnail looks a little funky, is because I was the first time I used Adobe Express was today for that thumbnail. So, I tried. I really tried. But yeah, overall, yeah, mostly now it's just, learning the differences between an actual tower PC and a laptop and getting used to those and getting used to having sufficient computing power to do shit. and learning this two monitor thing because it's a little weird sometimes. Like the windows do different shit depending on which monitor you're on. It's still tight though. Don't get me wrong. This is fucking badass. And all to my wife because she said, "Hey, I have the money now. How would you like your Christmas present early?" And I said, "Yes, please." So once again, as per usual, I owe it all to my babe. Thank you, babe. I love you. So, but yeah, yeah. Ugh. But yeah, very, very, very much fun now, and much fun coming. Giggity. Like as soon as I learn how to use that shit, like you guys are gonna get like actual put together and edited videos instead of just me attempting to one take it. Basically, like I'm doing a 5 or 8 minute live stream, which is pretty much how I've been doing my videos. Not that you didn't already figure that out, because I'm sure you did. But yeah, back to my shameless self promotion. Hit that damn like button, pretty please, everybody. And if you are on the replay, please do that also. I greatly appreciate it. And, leave a comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. So, did anybody do anything fun today? Damn right, it's less than 5 seconds. And the notification bell. You got to hit the notification bell so you know whenever I'm, on the streams or dropping the videos, the occasional short, even although those aren't really like, honestly, my shorts are more just like, announcements or begging, that kind of thing. So, much craziness happened this week, though, yo. All kinds of fun stuff. We got more talk of going away from Kang and going to Doom. We got what is turning out to be a fairly contentious potential casting for Reed Richards. Although I don't know why. Other people are fucking dumb. But anyway, just did some grocery shopping, hot pot for lunch with the fam. Nice. It's basically a fall winter tradition to have hot pot over the weekends, whether it be at home or at a restaurant. Dope. That's pretty sweet. Well, see, here's the thing. He's not out, out, out. Like they're not just going to be like, yeah, he kind of just faded away into nothingness. Been watching Lord of the Rings again for the 10th time. I assume you mean the movies, and not that show that Prime put out. I mean, I can't say as I blame you though. Those movies are fucking fantastic. They're just so damn long. It's almost like you got to schedule it. Like you would have to schedule like the Snyder cut, because that bitch is 4 fucking hours. That's crazy, but it's awesome. It's 4 hours of awesome. No, I didn't see that article, Quest. I saw some quotes on the on the Twidex today about her like not really caring about the box office and saying that's Bob Iger's problem and not hers. I thought that was pretty fucking funny. But I mean, she ain't wrong. Of course, we caused the Marvels to flop because of all the shit we've been getting before that. And plus, it didn't look that fantastic anyway. So, playing on Sky all day from The Hobbit to the. Damn, bruh. That's That's a lot of fucking Tolkien right there, bro. I mean, fucking rocket, dude. Fucking rocket. I mean, I'll tell you what though. I like Iman Vellani. I like her style. Not necessarily like her fashion style, but just like her general bearing and attitude. She's fun. She obviously don't give a fuck. She's a damn nerd. She's like helping to write her own comic now. Like the comic version of Ms. Marvel. Her name's going to be on the fucking cover. She's co-writing that shit right now. So like she's basically dope. Like I just wish she was, able to play an older hero because she might be the dopest hero we got and they're going to like force her into the Young Avengers and the Young Avengers are a waste of fucking time in my opinion. Yeah, no, her show was pretty all right for the most part. Yeah, she's not like hot or, gorgeous or anything. She's cute. She's what I would call a button, cute as a button. Yeah, she is quite a talented young actor. That is for sheezy. She carried that damn movie, really. Like it was hilarious. My wife and I were in the theater watching that, and I'm like, "Yeah, she's rocking this shit." My wife's like, "She's annoying." I'm like, "She's playing basically a senior in high school." She's like, "Oh, well, she's doing a damn good job." I'm like, "Yeah, I know," or something along those lines. I don't know, but it was basically that. Yeah, Monvalani's dope. She's actually, and I don't know about Ms. Marvel being a character to build around, but Iman Vellani's an actor to build around. For I mean, she's obviously not a teenager, but she is only like 21 or 22, I think. So she's she's got a lot of that natural charisma that you don't often see in someone her age, without them also being a prick. Yeah, she was definitely the best part of the film. Yeah, I feel bad for Hiddleston's wife that played Darben. That was a lame ass villain. Unfortunately. What else? Oh yeah, got the Madam Web trailer we can talk about. uh, what else was there? Damn it! I knew I should have wrote this shit down. I started writing stuff down at work. It's helping. Yeah. Wait, she was the villain? Yeah. Yeah. Not very memorable. Nope. I mean, they didn't even send her out like a G. She just fucking disintegrated. Yeah. Well, from what I hear, Beyond the Spider Verse has got a lot of work to be done on it yet before we'll even get a trailer. And yeah, Madam Web. I mean, comes out Valentine's Day. I just want Sony to only do animation at this point for their Marvel content. Like honestly, I mean, I liked the Venom movies. Obviously, Let There Be Carnage was not as good as the first one, and a lot of people don't even think the first one was that good. I mean, is it a banger? No, but it's out of the live action Sony Marvel in recent history that also did not have Kevin Feige's help. Venom's still probably at this point the best of the bunch that I can think of, like the first Venom. But yeah, basically they need to stop doing live action and just do animation, i.e., the Spider Verse and stuff like that, because that shit rocks. That shit straight fucking rocks. Oh, motherfucker! I'll be right back. Yeah. Oh yes, Dustin Daniel Creighton is no longer going to direct the Kang Dynasty. He'll be concentrating on developing Shang-Chi 2 and finishing Wonder Man. I don't know why. I know they're putting that under their new Spotlight division, which basically, at least the way I see it, is basically a warning label, you know, basically saying, hey, this does not matter to the main continuity. It's just a side story, is basically what Spotlight means. Pretty much. And you're going to see a movie on Valentine's Day. Not if you stay with me, asshole. Yeah. I mean, I may, no, I wouldn't even. I was gonna say maybe for a father daughter day, but I don't I might I'd probably be mad at a father who put his daughter through that shit. That trailer was so bad. It did not make that movie look appealing. And I'm still not quite sure why. I mean, it's not that obviously it's not a great line of dialogue, but everyone seems to be latching on to the he was in the jungle, he was in the Amazon with my mom while she was studying spiders right before she died or some shit like that. I mean, yeah, it's that's a poorly written line, but all of a sudden everyone latched onto that one line and now it's a fucking meme and everything. On the gaming front, just ordered Assassin's Creed Mirage from Amazon on Black Friday week. Ooh. I bet you got a good deal on that. Is that the most recent one? Or is that one of the back catalog that you just been wanting? Madam Web should just be a limited TV series instead of a movie. Oh no, Madam Web could make a good movie, just not the way Sony's doing it. That's all. The concept's actually pretty dope. Like of Madam Web in general, not necessarily the storyline Sony's created. But yeah, Madam Web as a character is actually kind of dope. Sci-Fi Quest loves him some Assassin's Creed. So it sounds fun. Which one of the what which that was just kind of a quick hit headline summary kind of thing. Which one do we want to dive into? Newest one, 28 pounds. It's not bad. I'm trying to think. Be just a guess though. That's probably like what, $20 to $22 American. The dollar is ahead of the pound right now, right? I don't know. Squirrel. That's what that was. That was a squirrel moment for sure. That sounds fun. How about the Dustin Daniel Creighton news? From what it sounds, well, he left, was asked to leave, not sure, but um, it doesn't seem like a black flag baby. It doesn't seem like there was anything rough to it, at least at this point. Seems like he was just like, you know what? Y'all got a lot going on. I need to get this Shang-Chi 2 thing going. I need to finish Wonder Man. So how about I go do that? And they're like, yeah, cool. We're reworking a lot of shizzle anyway. Or it could have been like, yeah, we're going a different direction and we're good with you, sir. You know, go hook us up with some awesome Shang-Chi. Uh, all right. Buck and a quarter to a pound. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it doesn't seem like they were like, you know what, dude, you fuck off. You know, it's more like they all basically just agreed that he's got better shit to be doing than that because they got a lot of stuff to fix and figure out how they're going to do it, and they don't need to be leaving Shang-Chi 2 in limbo while they're doing all that. I agree with the shit writing, but Phase 4 was completely Feige not micromanaging. But yeah, totally with you on the shit writing. But yeah, it's been asked because Feige has not been micromanaging the way he did phases 1 through 3. But I blame Iger and Chapek both for that. Because Iger's like, well, we need to do a streaming thing, and I need content for it instead of just allowing it to be a vault and putting shit on there as they put it out in theaters, but not for a significant amount of time till after it got out of theaters, which is another mistake they made is, you know, oh, it's out of the theater, here you go in 6 weeks after that. And people are like, fuck, I just don't need to go to the theater, which is that's a whole nother ball of wax. But yeah, they forced Feige to be spread too thin by demanding all the content for their fucking streaming service instead of just leaving it like, you know, an $8 a month fucking video vault for all of it, which is what it should be, and it's not. So yeah, Disney Plus, while awesome for us, just in general as a consumer, at least for me for the most part, is also Marvel's and Star Wars. Well, it's Disney's biggest fucking problem. Both in terms of talented Mr. Griffin, what's up? Um, yeah, in terms of the content forced onto it and what it's done to the Marvel and Star Wars franchises. Is big problem. It's the majority of the problem. And then that compounded by a lot of crap getting put out. So they forced a bunch of junk out and then they didn't even bother that much with quality control past a certain point, and now we're where we're at. But yeah, it's basically the root cause is Iger feeling the need to compete with Netflix for some fucking reason or other. So, will I be checking out Doctor Who when that hits Disney Plus? At some point, eventually, yes. I've got so much shit. I've got like, fuck, 6 or more shows that I still have to watch the most recent seasons of. I just haven't been able to bring myself to get into like watching episodes of something other than the shit I'd cover for here, which I need to do, but I just always end up watching a movie or this YouTube channel called History March, which is fucking dope. It's like all ancient battles and stuff and older battles, and it's basically all about war battles. Alan Copeland, how you doing? But yeah, at some point I'm very intrigued by Doctor Who. I mean, obviously, I hear all about it when I'm watching the sidetrack. So I'm quite intrigued, for sure. Also watch the new Justified series on Disney Plus or Disney. 007 series on Prime. I didn't know they had a fucking 007 series. And the first two episodes of Monarch. How were those? I have not seen I have not gone to see the Hunger Games. Everyone's saying howdy. Like the flip side of the end of the Waltons where they're all saying goodnight. I estimate maybe a little more than half of you understood that one. Here's Justin. What's up, man? How's it looking? How's it sounding? How you doing? How you feeling? Yeah, I agree. Welcome in everybody that just popped in. Thank you for coming in. Hit the like button. Hit it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, that one's better. Thanks, love. All right, get settled in, yo. We were just kind of getting into the implications of Dustin Daniel Creighton no longer being the director of the Kang dynasty. And then, of course, I went off on a diatribe on a side subject, as per usual. So you guys are just getting here in time for to get back into it because it didn't get that far, other than the fact that it happened. And then somehow I ended up on a diatribe about Bob Iger and Disney Plus. Oh. Oh yeah, I know it's just Bubs. Yeah, if anyone actually did hear that loud sound, that would be my grandson slamming shit onto the floor. Not too bad. How is it streaming on the big boy PC? It's nice. By the way, did you thank your friend for me? What's his name? Bryce. Let him know I appreciate his input. Monarch is great so far, and the 007 is it's a game show to win a million. It's okay if you. I mean, I get on game show kicks every once in a while. I love me a good game show. Jeopardy's my favorite, but like I love trivia game shows, but I like other game shows too, like the classic ones, like Joker's Wild and like $10,000 and $25,000 pyramids and Press Your Luck. Mm-hmm. Is he still set to direct? Yes. Um, ostensibly, that's actually part of why he left Kang Dynasty is because he wanted to actually really get into the development of Shang-Chi 2 and also finish his work on the Wonder Man show. Oh, that's what sent me off on it was talking about the Wonder Man show and its unnecessariness, but because of Disney Plus, we have to have it. Hype for Napoleon film? Yeah. Yes, I love period pieces, and I really love period pieces that have magnificent visual scope, and that fits the bill. Hopefully, the story and everything goes along with it, but I definitely want to see that shit. Do you want to see that shit, Napoleon? Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's Joaquin back together with Ridley Scott. Gladiator. And of course, there is Gladiator 2 coming, starring Pedro Pascal at some point. I don't know. I haven't dug into it that far. I just know it's on his list. I don't think it's going to be about Maximus. He said no problem. Oh, good. Yay. OG Survivor. Yeah. Yeah. For the first couple seasons, it was cool. Yeah. I used to watch those. I watched some reality TV shows, uh, competition shows, whether they be, what was that one? There was, Paradise Island was one that was like, they're bouncing around that who they hung out with or roomed with or whatever. And like people got eliminated and shit. And it was, it was It was completely a summer guilty pleasure show. Yeah, I never watched it. Mm. The Wonder Man show. Yeah, I don't. I mean, like I said, they're gonna put it under that new spotlight designation that they're putting Echo under, which is basically the this doesn't mean shit to the overall story warning label. Is pretty much what that boils down to. Saber Smith. Period pieces are so are one are. Oh, you know what? I totally deserve that after the shit I pull in Justin's chat. Period pieces are so messy every month. Yes, yes, they are. Sci-Fi Quest. Well, for some. Just got home from seeing the Marvels. Probably not your fave, but it was good. That's where a lot of people are landing with that one, Sabersmith. I think Napoleon was definitely an interesting European or military general, at least for European nations. Yeah, yeah, he was a beast on the battlefield. That is for sure. Survivor or Big Brother. Survivor won every time. Yeah, I never got into Big Brother. Great show, Mrs. Chillin. Watched with friends every week. Yeah. So, but yes. Yeah, Dustin Daniel Creighton is going to be finishing Wonder Man and going hard into getting Shang-Chi 2 beginning to develop. But, yeah, I know you love the Shang-Chi, babe. Well, I mean, that's our natural state, David, really. Screwing each other over for money, especially on live television. Or live television, unscripted television. Have I done this enough yet? Can we talk shit about Taika? Oh, are you talking about that? Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. That fucking quote. Supposedly he was joking when he said his Star Wars movie would piss fans off. Um, I wonder if he's aware how many Star Wars fans are also Marvel fans. And we already know what a movie of his looks like that pisses us off. It's called Love and Thunder. I'd screw everyone over for fucking free. Disney. Just saying. Yeah, definitely fuck that guy right now. Fucking Taika. It's like we already been through that one. Well, technically three times, but a lot twice. I mean, The Force Awakens was mostly just like J.J. Abrams going. Well, he basically gave the original trilogy the Star Wars or the Star Trek this treatment he gave Star Trek. Took it in this case instead of just twisting the same timeline. He basically just retreaded the original trilogy and just adjusted people and shit. Yeah, that was yeah they made Thor a buffoon and that was really sad. You're right, Brooke. That was dumb. Very dumb. Very, very dumb. But yeah, Taika, fuck Taika. Yeah, it's just ignorant PR. Like what? Like honestly, what are these PR firms doing? Are they doing anything for like? Are they doing a damn thing? Because they sure as shit aren't controlling their fucking clients. Yeah, it's the toxic fans that make that shit look. Yeah, make that shit that stinks really bad. Yes, we create that. You know, what's funny is being the type of person I am where like I give credit where it's due or where I believe it's due and I shit on that which I think should be shit upon. I catch crap from everybody that way. The toxic positives hate my hate the fact I criticize stuff and the toxic negatives think I'm an SJW shill. So well they're half right. I am quite a bit of an SJW, but I am not a shill. Yeah, Hemsworth was not happy. I mean, he did speak publicly about it. He flat out said they're going to have to do something a lot different with Thor for him to come back. Although there have been rumblings of a Thor 5 going into pre-production at some point within the next year-ish, sometime next year maybe. So yeah, Taika probably just did want to generate. Well, he did. He generated headlines and buzz, but probably not the way he thought he was going to. Like, there's two things he didn't think about. One, first of all, the general reception of Thor: Love and Thunder, and two, the state that Star Wars is in already, and then offering to fuck that up even more. Not brilliant, Mister YTD. Are we shilled for enjoying good or okay entertainment? According to some, yes. You're like if you like take your Darth Melvins for instance, or your geeks and gamers, or your nerdrotics. Like if you appreciate anything Disney puts out, then you're a shill. Doesn't matter if it's actually good. Like if the mouse ears are remotely attached to it and you like it, you're a shill. Yeah. That motherfucker. One of these times I am gonna go. I'll spend $2 and then go onto his community stream. Fuck with him. Problem is he generally streams same time as this one, which is why I have not done it yet. I really want to, though. I admit it. I want to go over there and get petty as fuck and superior as fuck and just like rub his ignorant mask in the fact that he's a dipshit. And if by some miracle any of the knights who like to call me shilling in the basement are lurking, feel free to clip this. I ain't scared. I've been saying for months I can use a couple good hate watchers. Oh, you familiar? Yeah. You know, again, like I said, I give credit due. Some of his shit is really funny. Like when he's just ripping on somebody without taking it to the extremes he does, he eventually always does take it. He's actually pretty fucking funny. Right. Yeah. Well, get in line. Um, no, you're not. But on the other hand, neither are you allowed to hate anything. It just depends on who you ask. Like, say, Andor fans. They're always fun to debate. Yeah. Now you want to talk about some uh how can I put this at least somewhat diplomatically? Or I could just take too long to decide how to put it diplomatically and forget what I wanted to put in the first place. We'll just go with that then. Don't have an issue with Melvin except he's a bit too pessimistic, but oh yeah, he's Disney Star Wars, but if you like really get into his shit and like when he starts getting extraordinarily political, it's bleh, pretty much. For me. Oh my fucking god, he said Andor fans. I thought they were a myth. No, they're very much out there and alive and insanely devoted. And they don't get the fact that like some people like myself enjoyed Andor as a sci-fi show. Like it was a really well-made sci-fi show. But like you couldn't take someone show them the original like have the original 6 movie actually fuck that. Have the yeah, no, fuck it. The original 6 movies shown to them, but that's the only Star Wars they've ever seen in their life. That's it. And then you take and show them Andor without the Star Wars labels on it. Will they know it's Star Wars? They will not. Because there's literally nothing in that show to like scream, this is Star Wars. Nothing. Nothing that a casual fan would recognize. They dropped some fun little Easter eggs in there for like, Star Wars sweaties, but like, just a casual Star Wars fan, if, the Star Wars label was not on Andor, would not know that was Star Wars. Period. End of story. People hate on you all they want. You're going to watch Echo and you might even like it. I mean, I hope it's good. But the fact that they've cut it down from 8 episodes to 5 and are dropping it all at once instead of weekly, like they've done with literally every other fucking show they've ever done, does not give me confidence. Like literally, the only thing about that show that gives me any remote hope is the fact that Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin is in it, and we get to see Daredevil. But mostly, since it's probably just going to be a little bit of guesting for Daredevil, it's Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin is the only thing got me interested in that show because I fucking love Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. Think Andor fans are bad. Try dissing Star Trek. Oh, uh, Star Trek fans they're fairly psycho, but I still think the Star Wars fandom is the worst. You absolutely. Oh, you're in Josh's realm. You absolutely hated Andor. Shocking. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bathe in that sarcasm right there. Haven't really told any. Yeah, no, I don't recall you ever bringing that up before just now. Never while you're playing Apex or anything. Never heard you say it till I just read it right now. Andorra was full of filler and still full of holes. Yes. It's just like Keaton fans. Michael Keaton? That's why a lot of people went to that movie. Vincent is going to kill it. I'm a little lost on that one, Saber. I'm sorry. You've definitely been holding that in. Yeah. Yeah, you have. Oh, the Flash, right. That's what I thought, but then lost me on the Vincent thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's. Bring it, Andor fans. Feed me your hate so I grow. You are on fire tonight, Quest. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun with it. Yeah, I would say, yeah, you're right, Sabersmith. A lot of people went to the Flash movie to see Keaton. I will say when he popped in, that was like the most hyped I was the entire movie. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when he first popped up in the Batman suit, I was like, hell yeah. I was kind of bouncing in my seat a little bit. And then the rest of the movie happened, and I was like, well, fuck. Yeah, yeah. Eating for Keaton. Yeah, why not? So now, going back to the original subject real quick, like the King Dynasty has no director. What does that mean? Like, really though, what does that mean? Like, does that mean, like I said, they're not going to just like dump Kang immediately. They're gonna, we're gonna see more Kang in some form or another. But yeah, I am quite sure at this point they are going to flip to Doom. George Clooney should have stayed in his lab coat, right? The What If trailer does look fantastic. That is some Marvel content I'm genuinely excited for. That's 9 episodes, and we get one a day starting the 22nd of December, if I recall correctly. And yeah, those all look dope. Well, no, I lie. Most of them look dope. I still don't know the point of what if Happy had to save Christmas? Like what the fuck? Why? It's like, do you have to put that shit in there just to remind us that you've been fucking up? Like, I'll be happy to be very wrong and that episode fucking slap, but like just the initial, the title of it makes me highly question the concept. Is basically that's what I'm saying. The title does not engender hope for that particular episode to be a banger. Think you saw Rocket as a half cyborg? He had a red eye. Ooh, that would be cool. Rocket Raccoon. Looking like a Borg from Star Trek. Someone said Marvelous. I watched Miraculous. Oh, is that the last one? Is that the Twisted? Nice. Yeah. What's my take on the whole Feige Star Wars rumor a while back? Well, um, from all the takes I've heard on it from a few different people, which is really how I decide on a lot of things. I get a lot of it takes and then, swirl them all together, and whatever comes out that sounds the best is what I go with. In this case, it is that one interview where he said his Star Wars movie is done fine. I totally believe that. But I also believe that it is not guaranteed, but very possible that after Secret Wars, he does pop on over to Lucasfilm, and then it won't matter that one movie of his is done because they'll all be his at that point. I am also quite sure, or at least I think it makes the most sense that whether or not that happens is going to depend strongly on how Secret Wars performs. I don't see him abandoning Marvel if Secret Wars underperforms. Well, just flat out underperforms. Like he will not. I don't think it's in him to leave it like that. He would stick at Marvel and try to bring that shit back. It was never yeah, well, what's that one Megan Trainor song? I know you're lying because your lips are moving. That's Kathleen Kennedy. If she's talking, she's fucking lying. So that's pretty much what that boils down to. Is now whether she's being a malicious liar or just lying in desperation to cover her ass. That probably just depends on the day. But either way, the bitch be lying. The bitch be lying a lot. No, I guarantee that he was going to do it. Especially, who was it? He's not an executive there anymore, but it was actually, what was his fucking name? Not Perlmutter. That fucking dick. It was in 2019. You're right. It was in 2019, and it was God damn it. I can't remember the executive's name, but he's the one that was talking about it in public. It wasn't even Feige. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have Feige go make a Star Wars movie." And of course, Kathleen didn't like that because the last jet or the Rise of Skywalker had just happened, and Solo had just happened at that point. So she had just got done getting her ass beat, so she did not want the king of fucking Marvel, who at that point Endgame had just happened. So I was like, that was Feige was at his most powerful. He was God Emperor Feige at that point. So yeah, she didn't want him coming in over to Lucasfilm in all his glory, showing her up, which he would have done. So she just kept trailing along and then just somehow got it dead. Cartman Kennedy is much more likable. I wouldn't go that far. I would say they're on par. Execs wanted to know what Marvel would look like without Feige, which in my mind is why Phase 4 was the way it was. I mean, that could easily be part of it. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're getting whether it's for Star Wars after Secret Wars or after put a chick in it. After what the fuck was I just saying? God damn it. Oh yeah. Whether it's after Secret Wars or another couple 3 phases, eventually Feige is going to leave. Someone else is going to have to take over Marvel Studios. So yeah. And if that was part of why Phase 4, or if that was what Marvel Studios is going to look like without Feige, we're fucked. Number one. Actually, that's it. There is no number two. We're fucked. Yeah, that could very easily be part of it. I wouldn't put it past them. Like, corporate strategy, when it comes down to it, is fucking just cold as ice. Anyway, they just don't give a fuck. Everyone and everything is a number to those people. What will Lucasfilm look like without KK? Well, it's hard to imagine it could look worse at this point, honestly. I mean, it would take someone. I can't say talentless because in order to fuck up something worse than what Star Wars is at this point, would be a talent. To be able to take Star Wars at its current low ass point and further lower it, that's a skill. To well and truly bury something and fuck it up that badly, that's a talent. That is a skill. Um, but I would guess it's going to improve somewhat. The amount it will improve depends entirely on who ends up in that seat. I mean, I know that's kind of a, stock kind of cop out like answer, but at this point that's the only one available. I mean, there's literally no word on candidates. The only word is that she's still there basically because no one wants the fucking job. That's the word. Which is why I really hope that the Feige thing is true because that would mean that he's literally the only one that fucking wants that job. So give me Spaceballs 2. Many people would love a Spaceballs 2. There'd have to be some recasting. John Candy's been dead for a hot minute. Oh, to take his place? Would you recast the whole thing? Oh, okay. David says, I can fuck anything up. Just ask my partner. Yeah. My wife could write you a whole dissertation on that fucking statement. If she were to be asked on my ability to fuck things up, you would get a very long, involved, and highly detailed answer. And accurate. It would definitely be accurate. And long and detailed because, well, I fuck up a lot. Yes, definitely. R.I.P. John. One of the great ones when it comes to comedic acting. One of the great ones. Uncle Buck is still like one of my all-time favorite movies. I fucking love that movie. God, that movie's great. That fucking car of his. I love that car. That car was magnificent. Fucking busted ass suspension in the back, looking like it's on like, poorly wired switches. Great movie. Nostalgia. But yeah, I would definitely have to say there'd be at least a marginal improvement at Lucasfilm with someone else in the chair for sure. Hopefully more than marginal. But at least marginal. I got to see some kind of fucking improvement. Like there's just no way. I don't know how it couldn't be. If it somehow got worse, I would legitimately fucking cry. Like I really would. All right, I need to go grab myself another beverage. I'll be back soon. All right. You guys ready to get into the fun? Really want a bacon and egg buddy, but one problem. Well, is that I'm assuming that's some type of sandwich. There's the big subject. Right there. There's the big subject. Oh, hey. Pedro Pascal potentially being cast as Reed Richards. Have to bake the bread. Yeah, that's a problem, all right. This subject has ended up being fairly contentious, even though it's not a done deal. Although according to Jeff Snyder, it's probably a done deal. Pedro's already a busy man. Yep, that he is. But I actually saw something on the TwitX more recent than this particular article. This is mostly just a visual aid for now. Um, Saying that between the fact that he's probably only going to be doing voice, like literally only going to be doing voice for Mando 4, and that when The Last of Us season 2 is scheduled to film, he actually would have time. So the questions then become, ooh, there we go. That's a lot better, isn't it? Oops, too much. Sorry, that was just bugging me and I had to fix it. There we go. Cool. But yeah, a lot of people don't seem to like it for a wide variety of reasons. A lot of people don't think he could look like Reed Richards. Um, Although the key part of what's pissing a lot of people off, and I kind of a little bit see their point, but on the other hand, shut up, is the fact that Feige said he thought the cast was looking a little white, so he purposefully went and sought out a person of color for the role. Which, of course, is going to trigger a lot of ignorant fucking people. And even people who don't even like really believe in the woke shit, but are firmly convinced that that particular statement crosses the line into the pandering, which I can. It's not arguing that that's not true is not a hill I'm gonna would die on, because he is very vague. The new setup looks and sounds a ton better. Nice. Thanks, Quest. You hear that, babe? Quest just said the new setup looks and sounds a ton better. Yeah. Just wait till I learn how to use the Adobe Express really well. My thumbnails are going to be dope. I actually have edited videos. It's going to be wild. But do not mock me talking to my wife, mofo. Um so yeah, Kevin saying that obviously triggered a lot of people for a wide variety of reasons. Um some people probably wouldn't have needed Kevin to say that to get triggered by Pedro Pascal's casting because they're, for whatever reason, of the uh you don't race bend or gender bend your comic book characters no matter what the circumstances. It's phototype, photopia, or gimp. All right. Um and then there's the people that are just flat out, you know, racist. Oh, you were thanking her too? Oh. Sci-Fi Quest thanks you for the upgrade in my streaming capabilities. But don't call her babe. She's my wife, motherfucker. Get off my Kool-Aid. So, like, I have zero problems with it. Number one, because who the fuck cares if he's Latin? Number two, oh yeah, his age. He's actually my age. He was born in 75, so he's 48. And of course, he's whoever they cast in anyone they cast in the Fantastic Four is going to be is going to have to be around for like, a while. Especially considering the premise of the movie is supposedly they're the Fantastic Four from not even the 616, but they're going to end up here before Secret Wars, and then they're going to end up on the New Earth to be part of the rebooted MCU going forward. So that cast is going to be around for, probably a good decade. And so, of course, people are like, he's almost 50. It's like, number one, in the comic run, they've got him grayed out. Like, when they have him having a beard, his beard is gray as fuck. So having him look middle-aged is not really that big an issue. But if they want him to look younger, I know we're used to seeing Mr. Pascal all scruffy and shit. Let me see if I can get this other thing pulled up here. Here, hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Boop. I don't want one where he looks super damn young either. Of course, it looks like he's had his beard for a while, but here we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah. Can I zoom that in? Oops. Yeah, there we go. I mean, he's here. That's a better look. That's what he looks like clean shaven. You think he can't pull fucking Reed Richards off if they wanted him to have a clean shaven face? Now just imagine. Slightly lighter brown hair that Reed Richards would have, but see how this is kind of gray looking here? It'd be solid fucking white if it's Reed Richards. Like, come on. Like, come on. At least if they make something that actually makes a ton of money for a change. Yeah, that'd be a that'd be good. Well, if everything goes the way we think it will, that'll be Deadpool 3. especially since that's the only Marvel movie we get next year. Straight in the middle of the year, July. But yeah, so the people that don't think he looks enough like Reed, well, there's those images, and there's plenty more. You're wrong. Think he's too old. You're wrong. You know what? I'm even going to go that route. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, stop it. But and if you think about it, when he's clean shaven, he doesn't even look that much not white. Not that that should matter, but just for the people that want to whine about that, there you go. I've seen he's Chilean. I've seen pure white people look more Latin than this motherfucker. So reminds you of the cowboy from Inner Space. Oh yeah. Wow, there's a reference for you. I love that movie though. By the way, that movie's fucking great. Dennis Quaid and is that Martin Short, right? Yeah. Yeah, that guy was funny. But yeah, so and on top of that, it's not like Feige's just picking, random Latino actor or a random person of color actor. Pedro's got fucking talent. Dude's in demand. Like there's a reason he's in Mando and The Last of Us and what's this? I think a movie called Weapon. And was on Narcos and, Wonder Woman 84, although I think we're all including him trying to forget that that movie exists. Um but yeah, the point being is like, it's not like Feige went full pander and got like and tried to cast Luis from Ant-Man as Reed Richards. Like Pedro's got fucking skills. So Golden Circle. Was he in the Kingsman in the Golden Circle? Shit. Do you remember Pedro Pascal being in the second Kingsman? Right. We need to rewatch those. But so like I mean really all the for me the only thing that's really causing this problem beyond like the average group of haters is Kevin opening his big fat mouth. Just do what you're gonna do. Don't fucking talk about it, dude. Like you're getting into gun territory here, and that's not good. Shut your cake hole, get in the kitchen and cook. Or as Cartman would say, get your bitch ass in the kitchen to make me some pie. In this case, pie being awesome Marvel fucking content. Oh, he was one of the villains? All right. And see that he was the villain in Wonder Woman 84 as well. Although really it was just kind of more along the lines of more of more of kind of a psychotic thing than a actual evil thing. But still, yeah, Wonder Woman 84 is just fucking weak. First one was great. I don't know what the hell happened with the second one. I don't know what the hell happened to a lot of movies that should have been a lot better than they were. But yeah, so yeah, basically I think outside of Kevin letting that one slip, and even that is just not because I think he said anything wrong, just more along the lines of this is not the time to be letting triggering shit out. your shit's already in a bad enough state. It's sad how for some films the trailers are better. Yeah, I mean, The Flash, kind of the creator. Um, oh, there was another one. Fucking Quantumania trailer looked actually pretty good, as I recall. And well, we all know how that one turned out. Wonder what's going to happen in Last of Us season 2. Yeah, his character was killed at the beginning of the second game. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, I don't know. Um, probably they'll probably still kill him, but then he'll probably end up filming like flashback scenes or some shit like that. The usual Hollywood tricks to keep someone around that technically probably shouldn't be. Yeah, inspirational flashback moments, I bet, is probably what you're going to end up getting. Early February 2023, when Quantumania was all the hype. Yes, we were all so hyped going into that movie. We were like, yeah, first movie of Phase 5. We get to meet the King, the Conqueror. It's going to be fucking sick. Wrong. So wrong. Not the case at all. All right. What do you guys think, though? Where do you guys stand on? And again, even it's not official. Supposedly, there's still all a bunch of fine details and shit to work out. But let's just assume that is true. Where do you guys stand on Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards? I've been pontificating on it for a bit. Yeah, they were, weren't they? Josh was like, "What do you mean he's gonna be so cool? Because this and this and this." And then, no. How about it, y'all? Where are you at on Pedro? You're all right with it, David? Cool. Quest is good with it. Noise. Brooke has no issue with it. He's pretty good with multiple kinds of roles, it seems. I do agree. That's why I'm a fan of the casting, if they cast him. Talented's good with He just doesn't have all the time to sleep. I mean, that's fucking fair. That's very, very fair. Yeah, it's how he'll have time to sleep is definitely well, I would hope he and or his agent are considering that anyway. But yeah, just because I'm a selfish Marvel fan. If he is Reed Richards and like has all this other junk going on, um, I hope he gets the most rest before he films Reed's scenes. I don't care about the rest of that shit. I just don't. I don't care about The Last of Us. I never played the game. I don't have HBO. I don't have Max. I don't have any of that shit, so I don't fucking care. I know not what this movie called Weapon is. I don't care. If he's going to be Reed, he needs to be Reed first and foremost. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Justifiably concerned it may be done badly. Actors are good, but the bad writers. And what mood Feige will be in? Well, you like The Last of Us? I mean, I've heard lots of good things about it. I just personally, eh, I may watch it someday, but it's not something I'm like, fuck, I gotta see it now. That's not the case. I think. Well, they call the Fantastic Four the first family of Marvel, so I'm pretty sure Feige is going to be, you know, like building lots of summer cottages and lots of people's asses for that one. So, um, itchy ankle. Ooh, Griffin loved The Last of Us too. Cool. I mean, like I said, I heard a shit ton of good things about it. I heard it was like super dope. It's just not like high on my priority list is all. But yeah, I mean, it is totally fair to have concerns about the quality of the final product. Basically because they've given us lots and lots and lots and lots of reasons to be so concerned over the last couple 3 years. It's just the way it is. They dug their own hole. I mean, it's not up to us to fucking dig them out of it. They gotta give us a reason to want to grab the rope to hoist them the fuck out of that hole, basically. And they need to start now. Um when it comes to Echo, if it's good, cool. If it's bad, that's nothing more than what we were really expecting anyway, so I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time on it if it sucks. Other than to be like, hey, by the way, Echo sucked. And that'll be the end of that. Last of Us was not Quest's cup of tea. He prefers coffee anyhow. Well played, sir. Really? I didn't know coffee was legal in the UK. Like I thought it was all tea. I'm kidding. I know better, but stereotypical jokes are fun sometimes. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm somewhat concerned just because of track record, but given the importance of Fantastic Four to Marvel in general, I feel like this is one of the ones Feige's going to be paying a ton of attention to. I feel like anything with the spotlight designation, he's probably ignoring. Actually, I feel like anything on Disney Plus, he's probably ignoring at this point. His concentration is probably just on whatever the biggest cinematic multiverse saga movies are going to be. And your Deadpool, Cap 4 will probably have at least something to do with it. Thank you. Probably at least have something to do with the multiverse. Thunderbolts probably have at least something to do with the multiverse. Obviously, Fantastic Four will because that they're cosmic as fuck. Always have been. Sorry, my nose itches. If they do a Thor 5, that'll probably be cosmic. So, I mean, yeah, it's yeah, I would say pretty much anything on Disney Plus for a while we really, really hope it's good. I think we should be much more concerned about the quality of the Disney Plus stuff than the cinematic stuff going forward. Because I feel like Feige's going to be keeping all his concentration on the cinematic side and just be like, stop fucking up so bad on the TV shows. And they did, they did go ahead and actually bring in television executives to set the shows up the way pretty much everyone else sets up a TV show except for Marvel. Alien series will be on Disney, will it not? I am not sure. I am not sure if that's going to be on Disney. Could be on Hulu, given the subject matter. Although, come March, Disney Plus will be Hulu and Hulu will be Disney Plus. That's when they're rolling out the combo app. And I don't know if it's going to be called Disney Plus or what. I think they'll probably just end up calling the whole thing Disney Plus anyway. But yeah, Disney Plus and Hulu is all going to be rolled in together starting in March. They're doing the beta rollout next month, I think. From what I saw. Yeah, I think the beta rollout is December and the full rollout is March. Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how buggy that is. That's for sure. Yeah. What else happened this week? Oh, yeah. Nice little side story. We've been hearing for quite some time now that Steven Yeun of The Walking Dead and Beef fame is probably going to be the Sentry. Franchise is on Disney Plus under the Disney banner. Well, fucking A. Well, it'll probably start off on Disney Plus then, and then come March, it won't fucking matter because it'll all be one app. But Robert Kirkman, the creator of the Walking Dead comic, and of course an executive producer on the show and creative consultant on the show. So obviously, he and Mr. Yeun got close as Steven Yeun played Glenn, who is one of the biggest and most favorite characters in both the comic and the show. Oh, thank you. Ooh, still warm brownie bitches. Yeah. So, yeah, evidently, Yoon got a hold of him. Was like, hey, I just got out of my Sentry costume fitting, and Kirkman was doing an interview with a comic drawer on a podcast and was like, just flat out told the story. He's like, I was talking to Steven the other day, and I don't know if I should say this. I probably shouldn't. Ah, fuck it. I don't work for Marvel. Yeah, so he got no. There's nothing special. This is just a normal brownie. No, again, no. That's two people asking about the special brownie. Do you think I've established a reputation? But yeah, so he's on a podcast and he's just like, you know what? I don't work for Marvel. Fuck it. Yeah, so Yoon told me the other day that he tried on he went in for a Sentry costume fitting. So even though technically it's not officially confirmed that he's going to be the Sentry in the Thunderbolts, I believe it is. And so yeah, confirmed by Robert Kirkman, but not yet officially Marvel. But Kirkman has absolutely no reason to make that shit up. So, and like I said, as far as I can remember, his has been the only name associated with that role. Like from Jump, I don't remember hearing anybody else's name. You guys? Well, I am in the yes, I know I'm in the basement. Yeah. And you're not wrong. I do consume a fair chunk of weed down here in the basement, just in this case, not in a brownie. 1 second. There's a cat scratching to get in. Come on. Come on. Hi, Smokey. Jackass. So, but yeah. Yeah, I don't remember anyone else's name. So this wasn't really a surprise. It was just really damn funny the way like it got confirmed. Warm chocolate fudge cake is my damn that but yeah, that's a lot of people's kryptonite, I imagine. That sounds fucking amazing. Sorry, yo, it's so damn delicious I had to. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah. Is there anyone anywhere who thought that Madam Web trailer looked good? Just out of curiosity, because I'm on the TwitX and I watch a lot of different channels on the YouTubes. Done it though? Doesn't it look good, Sci-Fi Quest? Doesn't it look crumbly and warm and delicious? I have yet to see anyone think that trailer looked good. Yeah, Griffin hasn't seen anybody that liked it. Brooke said it seems mid. I think that's the biggest compliment I've seen for that trailer, Brooke, is what you just said now, giving it credit for being mid. That's literally the best review of that trailer I've seen. Like literally the only draw at this point is a complete caveman draw of Sydney Sweeney in a skin tight Spider Woman suit. Like that's the only draw at this point right now. Which one? There's been so many since the strike ended. What are you talking about? Everyone is saying the trailer seems very fan fictiony. Yeah, there's that out there. I've heard a lot of people saying it looks like a trailer for an '80s movie, and they're not wrong. Like the costume for the for the bad guy, I don't even remember his fucking name because I don't care. So isn't it like Ezekiel something? It starts with an E, I think. Like that line about he was in the jungle with he was in the Amazon with my mom while she was studying spiders right before she died. That's like already the meme for that movie. I can't tell you how many people I saw were quoting that line and changing it for entertainment on the TwitX. You'd love for Amy Pasquale to actually clue us in on exactly what the hell they're doing over there. I'll tell you. What they are doing over at Sony is, at least as far as Marvel is concerned, is fucking up all the live action and killing it with the animation. Is pretty much what they're doing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think it was just today I started seeing headlines about Spider-Man 4, starring Tom Holland, going to be the vehicle by which they unite the MCU. And I don't remember the stupid ass initials that Sony used, but the MCU and the Sony Spider-Verse stuff. So that means, at least, insofar as if they're merging the universes, that means We're going to have Tom Holland Spider-Man. Dope. Tom Hardy's Venom as a character. Dope. Um, we're also going to have all the Madam Webs. We're going to have the Morbius. Evidently, we're also going to have Vulture now. Although, yeah, which is going to be weird because he bounced. How'd that end the credit scene go? He was in the because he was locked up at the end of Homecoming, and then somehow got bounced over into the Morbius universe and hooked up with him at the end of Morbius. But now, since that's still technically the Sonyverse, he's now going to end up back in the same universe as Tom Holland again. Cool. How many scenes can they show in a trailer that the lead is a bad actor? In the case of this trailer, all of them. Yeah. However many that is, that's the number. I mean, I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to go see that damn movie. If for no other reason than to have the massive entertainment of shitting all over it afterwards. Yeah, it was really bad. That was a bad, bad trailer. It's a bad trailer. But yeah, that also means, like I said, we'll get Tom Hardy's Griffin, we'll get Morbius, we'll get Vulture, Tom Hardy's Griffin, Tom Hardy's Venom, Morbius, Vulture, uh, Craven, and the Madam Web crew now too. Yeah. Should have signed on for another. Yeah, right. But yeah, that was a head scratcher. That trailer, like the goal of a trailer is generally to make people want to go see your movie. Like you're supposed to put together some of your best footage in a really compelling kick-ass way, and they accomplished absolutely none of that. They didn't have kick-ass footage. They didn't put it together in a compelling way. And yeah. That movie looks like yet another Sony live action disaster. Oh, the Collider list. Oh my god. Yeah, that you guys want to see that shit? Give me a minute here. Give me a minute here. Yeah. Wait, what? There we go. Yeah. This fucking list, you mean? Yes. Marvel movies ranked. All MCU movies from worst to best. We explore where the MCU struggles and where it triumphs by Collider staff. Yeah, let's have fun with this before we go bye-bye. Taken as a whole, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is an undeniable achievement in cinema. True. It began with a simple idea thrown in after the credits of the first risky movie. You've become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. That idea blossomed into movies that crossed over with each other, sometimes with incredible results and other times with diminishing returns. Insofar as they go, they're correct to that point. We decided to look back at the films in the universe and rank them from worst to best. You will likely disagree with our rankings. That might be the understatement of the fucking century, and we're not even a quarter of the way through it. Coming in dead last at number 33, Iron Man 2. See, there he done fucked up because that should read Love and Thunder. You made Harrison Shamook bring it on M cubed. Yeah. Oh, you didn't did you not watch my video on this one, Mr. Griffin? Well, you're in for a fucking treat now, brother. Ready? So yeah, worst movie according in the MCU according to them is Iron Man 2. Wrong. Love and Thunder. I'm not going to read what they say. I'm just going to go over what movies they did. So 32, Thor: The Dark World. That should be Quantumania. Not saying Thor: The Dark World was good, but it was definitely not the second worst movie in the MCU. Like it's Quantumania and Love and Thunder, or Love and Thunder and Quantumania. It just depends on the day. They both suck so much ass. 31, the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk. I don't know if it should be that low. Iron Man 2 wasn't here. Yeah, I don't have, I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I don't really have the hate for that one that a lot of people seem to. You already have notes. I think this is probably a little low. I'm sure there's worse movies than that one, and I'm sure I'll find them as we go along this list. It's the fact it's credited this. Yes, like the entire staff at Collider went through and put together this list, which basically proves they're all fucking idiots. Okay. Number 30, the original Doctor Strange. Wrong again. This is not the fourth worst movie in the fucking MCU. What the hell? 29, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Okay. I do realize that this movie was fairly divisive, but I kind of have to go with Josh on this one. It's a fucking masterpiece, and you're wrong if you don't think so. It definitely does not belong in number 29. This is a top 10 movie easily. Number 28, the first Ant-Man. I think that's even a little low for that one. I don't know that I would take any of the Ant-Man movies out of the 20s, and well, one of them I wouldn't take out of the 30s, but I don't think they belong. I don't think this one belongs this low. 27, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Well, first of all, having Ant-Man 2 be better than Ant-Man 1, that's a fuck up. You'd love to see their show list. Yeah, right. Oh, you don't agree? Yeah, exactly. You're me either, obviously. Number 26, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Well, we already know that should be 6 slots lower down. And somehow they've got Quantumania as the best of the 3. You notice that? First one the lowest. Scroll, bitch. Then Ant-Man 2. And then Quantumania is the highest rated of the 3. They have them all right in a row. But yeah. Yeah. Let's keep going. This is a hoot. 25, The Marvels, the most recent offering. The week-old offering. Like they literally put this out right after that came out. I'm actually fine with this in the mid-20s. That doesn't bother me. It's decent, but it's definitely not great. Number 24, Black Widow. I don't know that Black Widow should be in the 20s. I think a lot of the hate for Black Widow came from the fact that I think that it came out like 3 years too late. It should have come out right after Civil War. It would have made a lot more sense. It wouldn't have seemed so disjointed and out of time. So it's interesting that no one's actually gone back and edited the list. Well, they put that disclaimer in right off. We're sure you will disagree with a lot of our choices. Yeah. But overall, whatever. I don't really care that Black Widow is where it's at. Number 23, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Bullshit. Shang-Chi is definitely top 15. Like, come on now, bro. It was one of the highlights of Phase 4 and just overall a pretty damn good MCU movie. 27 or 22, The Eternals. I'm all right with that one. A lot. How about every fucking... Yeah, just about. I'm okay with Eternals where it's at. Again, it was one of those, like, pretty decent. I enjoyed it more on the second watch than I did the first watch, but I think that was because I had become more familiar with why their technology was cool and what it could possibly tie into. And part of that is why I'm glad they're going back to the why Mr. Creighton is going to go get Shang-Chi 2 into development, because I am fairly sure at this point the Ten Rings are like the Bengals and a few other things out there, that they are all celestial technology. So Eternals is getting a sequel too. Cool. I hope they make it just a little bit better than this one. But yeah, the technology, I'm pretty sure, is all tied together. It's all celestial technology, and if I recall correctly, at least in the comics, Kang utilized some celestial technology. So it all ties together, or at least it should. Hopefully they'll do it well. But yeah, Eternals at 22. I'm not going to get a shit fit. I'm not going to have a shit fit about that one. At least not right now. 21, the first Thor. No. No, 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 no. No. That's top 15 as well. 20, Captain Marvel. I'm okay with that. It was it was a pretty good movie, but it really benefited a lot coming out between Infinity War and Endgame. I don't know that it would have done as well as it did do had it come out at a different point in time. Yeah, Natalie Portman. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Natalie Portman. Okay, that was my shitty Homer Simpson impression. Enjoy. 19, Spider-Man Far From Home. Eh, it was decent. It was pretty good, not great. I'm okay with that. Okay, here's where I'm really going to start to lose my shit. Avengers Infinity War. At number 18. Infinity War. At number 18. Marvel's is better than Love and Thunder, that's for sure. Let's just digest that one for a minute, shall we? Throw the whole list out, right? This one on my own personal list is number 2. I'm sure it's number 1 on a shit ton of people's lists, and I'm almost positive that Collider's the only ones that would put it at number 18. I would take out a shit ton of money from a mob loan shark to make that bet. That literally no one but Collider would have Infinity War at number 18. Oh, you shut up. Quest. 17, Thor Love and Thunder. Thor Love and Thunder better than Infinity War. If I had hair, I'd be pulling it out. Like, what the fuck? Like what the actual fuck? Let me just show you that again. Infinity War at 18. Love and Thunder at 17. The worst MCU movie they have ranked above fucking Infinity War. Okay, moving on before I have a fucking stroke. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at number 16. I'm totally fine with that. Love and Thunder should be like 34. Yeah, right. They haven't even made their 34th movie yet. That movie should just not exist. You're absolutely correct on that one, Quest. Number 15, Iron Man 3. I'm fine with that one too. That was the weakest of that one. Number 14, Avengers Age of Ultron. I feel like that could be a little low. I feel like that's a little low. I know a lot of people didn't really like Ultron, so I'm not going to argue with them too much about that. But I feel like Ultron should be in the top 10 at least. 13, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I'm fine with that about where it's at. It was a pretty good movie. Not great. Number 12, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Yeah, it was dope. I love Natalie Portman, but man, Love and Thunder sucked. Yes. To that whole statement. Natalie Portman, awesome. Love and Thunder, not. 11, Spider-Man Homecoming. Cool with that. 10, Captain America Civil War. No! That's my number one. And there's no way in hell Civil War should be out of the top 5. Ever. It should never even be out of the top 3, honestly. I mean, I'll understand if people don't want to make it their number one. Sort of. But 10? Or wait, no. I'm thinking Winter Soldier. But yeah, no, Civil War should still be higher than 10. No, Winter Soldier is my number one. Gave that one away, but that's okay. But yeah, no. Civil War at 10? No. It should be higher than 10. Thor Ragnarok at 9. It was the best Thor movie. It's top 10. I'm good with it right there. Spider-Man No Way Home at 8. Almost feel like it should be top 5 or 6 or I don't know. We're getting into some of the stuff where I'd have to really sit down and think about it. I may make my own list and do a video about it. Number 7, Avengers number 1. I feel like that should be top 5, but again, not a hill I want to die on. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Totally fine with that. Really good movie. Definitely top 10 easily. Number 5, Avengers Endgame. Yeah, it's top 5. You want to see my list? All right. Hold on a second. I got to scratch my back on something. I don't have a back scratcher, so I got to be like a bear and find like some kind of rough edge and just scrape my back across it. Yeah, Endgame inside the top 5 is good enough. Number 4, Black Panther 1. Yeah, inside the top 5, definitely. That movie is amazing. I know some of the CGI at the end was in a little wonk, but overall, just in general, this was an amazing fucking movie. Number 3, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I already said that's my number 1, but it being in the top 3 is not something I'm going to argue with. Number 2, Iron Man 1. I mean, it's definitely top 5. It's not my number 2, but it's definitely top 5. And their number 1, Captain America: The First Avenger. Honestly, while the Captain America trilogy is definitely, by far, at least for me, the strongest trilogy overall in the MCU, this is the weakest one of the trilogy. For me, it goes Winter Soldier, Civil War, and then this one. Definitely top 10. Like I said, I'd have to do give it some serious thought and shit, whether it be top 5 or not, because just kind of trying to go back over my mental ruminations as we've been going over this list. I think I probably have like 7 movies in the top 5. So I'm going to have to work that out. The original Iron Man is always your number 1. I'm not going to argue that. It's a fucking good movie. Hey, when I click, you do that. All right. But yeah, that was Collider's list. Whole lot of what the fuck that was. Winter Soldier and Civil War are ranked for me. I've watched all the Captain America movies multiple times, but I've watched Winter Soldier the most. That movie is just amazing. Period. For me. I don't know if you guys can hear that. If you can, sorry, the fan on this tower is a bit on the loud side. So, one of the very few flaws. Ranked equally? Yeah. I mean, again, that's not a hill I'm going to die on. You acknowledge the extreme badassery of the Captain America movies. That's good enough. Collider, you suck. Fire your staff and hire some that know what the fuck they're talking about. LOL. Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting I can do that. Yeah, that's some facts right there, bruh. That is some facts right there, bruh. But yeah, so that was their list. Civil War has such a badass opening. Oh, it really does. But yeah, that was the Collider list. I know we just went over it, but I do have an actual video about it on the channel. If you want to watch that, it's I don't know how much different it'll actually be, but you should watch it anyway, just because I need the watch hours and the views. It collided with something that's yes, it collided with Galactus's butthole, I think. Oh yeah, that was another one. No, it's the oldest rumor. Speaking of Galactus, it's Antonio Banderas' name has been rumored for a while, but now evidently Javier Bardem has become the number one target to be Galactus in the Fantastic Four movie. Which I'd be fine with either one. I like Banderas and I like Bardem both. They're both pretty damn good. So just figured I'd throw that one out there just real quick. I don't think that's anywhere near as huge as some of the other news, but yeah. Yeah, that was that fucking list. You guys try and recalibrate your brains to flush out all that stupidity. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Any questions that I can attempt to answer or, dance around? Anybody? Because if not, it's time to dip. And I will be playing with, obviously, I'll be playing with my computer a lot over the coming week. See if we can't beef up everything, the videos, the streams, all that fun stuff. See if we can't get some shit going for y'all. Yeah. So what y'all think? Any last thoughts, questions, concerns? Hope you enjoy my new PC. Seems like quite a powerful computer. Compared to my laptop that I was using, yes, it is. In the grand scheme of computers, it's pretty good. So, I mean, I am super happy with it. For sheezy. All right. Camera quality looks great. No lag anymore. Yeah, well, that's because I'm now plugged in directly with an Ethernet cord to the router. So that helps a lot. Like the second I got it plugged in and booted this thing up and started farting around on the internet, I was like, the difference was noticeable immediately. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that too. I mean, right there, that's just a big thing to help with the quality of the streams in general. Right there is not having to deal with that fucking lag I had before. More to the point, you guys not having to deal with that fucking lag I had before. Looks and sounds great. Yeah. Fucking A, baby. All right. I guess we're going to bring this thing to a close. Make sure you guys hit like on the way out if you didn't on the way in. That goes for anybody lurking. And if you've decided to hang out this far through the replay and you have not already, please subscribe and drop your thoughts in the comments so I know what you're thinking. And so we can possibly have a nice civil little discussion about opinions. And also like the stream. Subscribe, click the notification bell so you know anytime I go live or drop a video of, I do news videos, obviously, theory videos, the occasional lore video, although I do need to increase my lore video content for sure. But yeah, so thank you guys for being here live. Thank you if you're on the replay watching for making it through this far. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you enjoyed the stream and or the replay. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you soon. Like I said, I'm gonna be farting around with the Adobe Express, which evidently I can use to not only do thumbnails with, but also edit with too. So once I get going on that one, I should actually have higher quality videos and streams for you both. So all that being said, thanks for being here. Much love to you all. I appreciate you all. And like I always say, there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement. Peace, y'all.